See, I think ultimate objective of the author that, when a reader reads the book, when a reader is not able to identify with the character of the book or with the story of the book, not able to live through the novel, then he will leave, he or she will leave the book halfway or after a couple of pages or after a couple of chapters. But the entire effort of making a reader turn your pages and start this journey with you and end this journey with you. So you have to have a plot, you have to have your very strongly etched characters and something with which reader can quickly identify with. So that happens in the first few pages.
So I quote your line where in the book you say the beginning and the end are two sides of the same coin in a circle. There's no beginning and no end. And it is a part of the structure of the book also. In the prologue, you are offered as a reader the dramatic sequence which has philosophical undertone and a sense of suspense also for the reader.
Yes.
So when you reach to the end and you feel that there is a familiar expression or
yes.
the ambience in the environment which you have experienced in the opening of the book, it kind of releases something for the reader. So it was conscious while you were looking at the structure?
I think as a practicing Hindu and as somebody who very strongly believes in Gita, I think it sometimes becomes very difficult to dissociate your, how you think and how you've been brought up. It becomes very difficult to associate your true self from your author self. So somewhere or the other, even if you have the plot and even if you have the structure, your conscious self and your subconscious self, it constantly interacts. So I think that finds expression in the writings of, you pick any author, you would be able to, after a couple of renderings, after a couple of books or some artwork or even films, cinema, you would be able to identify that this work comes from so and so. So I think in that sense, my personal beliefs and philosophy become integral part of my book when I communicate with the reader. So I think Mansa, to a very strong extent, conveys how most of the Indian women, not just Indian, I would say, Southeast Asia, how women think, how women behave, how women live. And because I work, in the areas.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Tanuja. Thanks for checking our YouTube channel. Subscribe to watch the latest interviews, ITV's coverage of feature events, and digital exclusives. And don't forget that you can get ITV on Time Warner, Cablevision, and RCN.